protect EU citizens and our environment more efficiently. That's the most important. And a number of reports have shown that we have a good regulation in place, a good start, but it's not enough. So we need something more ambitious. And we also need to be more firm in the implementation of the regulation, as well as strict in enforcement of the regulation we have. And the overarching solution to protect EU citizens and our environment from substances of concern should be a phase out, or an aim for a phase out of substances of concern from products and from production, and also from products that we import into the EU to protect us in a sufficient way. Sustainable chemistry is non-toxic, use less energy, and are recyclable to facilitate for a circular economy. Chemicals classified as carcinogenic or persistent and toxic can never be classified as sustainable, regardless of what grade products they are included in. And sustainability also needs to include energy use, both in production and also in the recycling phase. And the last part, circularity. To be defined as sustainable, the chemistry needs to work in a toxic-free circular economy. Regulation is key here. The market itself would not manage to make all necessary changes. Regulation needs to be put in place to move the larger mass of companies in the right direction. And a recent ECHA report also shows that regulation clearly drives substitution and innovation. And we know that many companies are also on the road towards sustainability, and many of them are struggling to find suitable alternatives to hazardous chemicals. And many of them are also asking policymakers to put stricter regulation in place. And they do that because they know that regulation, or even anticipation of regulation, spur innovation towards better alternatives. And for them, regulation would also make their communication in their supply chains much more easier. And we need the chemical industry to be part of this transition towards sustainability as a solution provider. And to facilitate for the chemical industry to be able to focus its innovation resources in the right direction, it needs clear direction from policymakers as well as support when moving ahead. So it's important that the EU supports the frontrunners and the innovative companies, and decision makers also need to accept that not all companies in the EU will survive when we have these necessary changes, but need to assure that the frontrunners do. And our experience tells us that if policymakers focus on each company and their economic interests, it's a tendency to more support the slow movers instead of the frontrunners and the future-proof companies.